Expedition Zork is a really cool log flume at Toverland. The ride system was always neat between the drops and backwards section, but it has been upgraded over the years to get some theming elements. So in this video, I will review Expedition Zork. This flume originally opened as Backstroke, a fitting name given how this flume includes a backwards section like so many do in Europe. Built by Mack rides, this was part of a big expansion in 2004. Toverland originally opened in 2001 with just an indoor area. The park expanded this section in 2004 and placed 3 rides outdoors. One was entirely outdoors in the booster bike roller coaster. 2 would load indoors and then head outside. One was a vegan bob cart that is now known as Maximus's Blitzbahn. The other is the log flume in Backstroke. As Toverland has grown to a full-fledged theme park, their overall theming has improved significantly. The park's newer rides have these beautifully themed stations and custom musical scores. The flume always featured Zork. This was a giant troll head built into the ride's rock mountain. In 2018, the ride's name was changed to Expedition Zork in his honor, but the ride still did not have a cohesive story. That changed in 2022. The layout remained the same, but the attraction received some new theming elements to raise it to the standards set by their newer rides. Toverland didn't have to do this. The ride already drew crowds as it was, but it shows the park genuinely cares about the overall guest experience and they take pride in what they offer. TV screens were added at specific points to progress the story. The big drop was always highly visible and featured a tower structure, but the visible sections of the trough had some detailing added for aesthetic purposes. The ending section features a bevy of new statues and figures, and a lot of different theming such as TVs, signage, and props are added to the queue line to set up the story. This is also appreciated because this ride is one of the most popular at the park. Do not be surprised if the queue line is sporting a 30 to 60 minute wait most of the day if you visit during the summer months. Therefore, it is strongly advised to start your day off Toverland with this ride and the aforementioned Blitzbahn. Those are consistently the 2 worst waits in the whole park, and because their entrances are in the back of the park in the old indoor area, you can beat the crowds there if you rope drop them. The ride does have a continuously moving load platform at least, but the capacity is limited by spacing needed for the ride's turntables. The ride's logs can hold up to 6 people. Previously, the entrance was set up to have separate lines for groups of 1 or 2 people, and then separate lanes for 3 to 6 people. I imagine this was to maximize the ride's throughput. If you hit this ride when it has a minimal wait, they let individual families and guests ride alone. When I returned to the park after the renovation, you had just 1 queue lane for everyone, so I'm not sure if they still actively try to pair groups together or not. Once dispatched, you float towards the rock mountain. This always looked great, but some smaller trees and camping gear were added on the approach recently to tie in with the expedition theme. You then ascend the first lift hill. At the top, you will see a new TV screen with an explorer and board a turntable. You then rotate clockwise, and you can probably guess what happens next. You head down a backwards drop. You get a nice freefall sensation and a sprinkle. You then continue to float backwards, circling around a big tree to the ride's cheery musical score. You then head onto the ride's second lift hill, which is far larger. This is where the ride's quirkiest feature is located. About a third up the lift hill, you stop on this inclined turntable. Your log is then rotated 180 degrees, so it's once again facing forwards. It seems overly complex to have put this here, but it is pretty neat and shocking if you don't know it's coming. The lift continues taking you outdoors, but not for long, as you immediately head into a tall castle. The same explorer from before greets you from another TV monitor, and then you head into yet another turntable. You then rotate 90 degrees clockwise, coming face to face with the ride's largest drop, and it's a good drop too. It is a 5-story plunge taking you outside once again. That's nice height for a flume, and it's steep enough to offer a little pop of airtime too. The resultant splash will get you fairly wet, but not soaked. The retheme made this splashdown a bit wetter though. Before, the runoff was bare. Now you have some theming elements adjacent to the splashdown, so some extra water will rebound right back at you. Originally, you just floated back into the building with nothing to see along the way. Now, you pass under some jumping water fountains on your way back to the building, and the doorway heading back inside got some extensive theming. It is a big wooden archway with a troll animatronic above you. He rocks back and forth, playing some music out of a pipe. But that pipe also includes a surprise sprayer that's the wettest part of the ride. I did not see this coming. You then have a rock tunnel on the way back to the station with some adorable baby troll figures. It is a nice way to end the ride, especially compared to what it used to be. So what would I rate Expedition Zork? I would give this log flume a 9 out of 10. I always liked this ride, but became extra sweet with the new theming. The ride system was always top notch for a flume. I loved the 2 drops and the backwards element as well. Then the ride was plus with some nice theming, both during the pre-boarding and on-ride sections to make it a complete experience. This is not only one of the better log flumes out there, but it's one of the best rides at this Dutch theme park. So those are my thoughts on Expedition Zork, the really good log flume at Toverland. What are your thoughts on this attraction and the retheme? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this review, I would appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you considered subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster and amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.